guys, I'm Mel Klein, and this is Smallville Season 4 recap and review, and I'm just rewatching Smallville for like the third time, and just, you know, after every season, just doing a video talking about the season. So here we go. Got my morning tea. So Season 4 is like a really good season. It might be like maybe the best season, but like I feel like Season 5 and Season 6 really up it even more. So I'm about to like watch Season 5 and I guess Season 6, and we'll see, you know, at the end after all the 10 seasons, like what I determine is the best. But this season was really good, and the finale is probably, or the season finale is probably like maybe the best or one of the best ones. As I talked about in my last video about the recap and reviews for Season 3, it kind of felt like Season 3 so far was actually the worst season, and it was kind of in a way where like it was a lot like Season 2 and they didn't really change anything up. So I think they really like saw that, and I think they like learned and like saw where they had improved and like made Season 4 where there was so much happening. So hopefully I get to everything, but it's hard to remember. I guess I first want to just start with something that we finished off with Season 3, is that then in Season 3, like Clark and Lex, like their friendship seemed broken, and then at the beginning of Season 4, like Lex is like trying to get his friendship back, like trying to win him back, I guess, and he kind of does it. It's not like fully back, but I think it's like a way where like Clark is like okay with like being his friend again. Season 3 ends with like Jonathan, he might be dead. It really looks like Chloe dies. It looks like Lex kind of dies too, but then he lives. And so there were many themes in Season 4, I guess, but I think the biggest thing is the stones and like looking for the stones. And like it was kind of weird that, you know, sometimes because they had to give it a theme, like this wasn't brought up in like earlier seasons, but you know, right away in the first episode they bring up the stones, and there's these 3 stones, and it becomes such a big plot line in Season 4 where it's like Clark's involved, Lex is involved, Lionel's involved, Lana's involved, Lana's boyfriend's involved. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna talk about Jensen Ackles because Supernatural, like I said, like Supernatural is my favorite show and Smallville is my second favorite show, and I watched Supernatural first, and you know, like was a huge fan of Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki too, so I kind of watched all the work they were both in. And so I watched like Gilmore Girls, I watched was it Dark Angel, whatever else, Dawson's Creek. So yeah, that Jensen Ackles is the reason I watched Smallville. And sometimes that's all you need, you know, he's only in Season 4, but like in the end, like that's okay, and you know, his character is really only meant for Season 4. If people don't know this, he actually was like the next, like the runner-up for Clark Kent. Like in the end, it was like down to him and Tom Welling, and they went with Tom, and I think that was the right choice, obviously, because Tom is Clark Kent. And you know, it allowed, you know, it was great that they were able to eventually bring Jensen on the show. But then I wonder, because then right after Smallville, Jensen started filming for Supernatural, so I wonder if like if he didn't get Supernatural, or Supernatural wasn't picked up, if he would have stayed on the show longer. I don't know, but it was all meant to be. So but yeah, it was really great to have like Jensen kind of like his, like the point of his character is like he's Lana's boyfriend. Like it's just funny, and like that's really his point, and like you don't see that on a lot of his other roles, like a little bit in Dawson's Creek that he was like a boyfriend character, but in a lot of other roles he isn't that character. So it was really great to like see that side of him, and he like didn't feel like Dean Winchester. Like I think my first time watching Smallville, I'm like, he's so different than Dean Winchester. And you kind of like, because then, you know, he's connected to the stones in a way, so he does have a few like running scenes or like fight scenes, and when you see it, he's not like skilled. And I don't know if it's just because he like, you know, kind of got more skilled as Supernatural went along, or if like he really like got into the character and wasn't showing like his skills, because the Dark Angel was filmed before Smallville, and like that he had to do some fighting for. But I'm not remembering Dark Angel as well. If we want to get into Lana a little bit, so yeah, she went to Paris, and you know, you kind of see her right away. You know, she's dressing a little bit different. Like, she's wearing like a lot of like blacks and dark colors, which is very different than Lana, and like the kind of cut of the shirt and like just the style and vibe. I feel like as the season goes along, she kind of gets back to her own stuff, but I think they just kind of also wanted to change up Lana, and they kind of wanted, I don't know, like it was a way for her to come back home with like her ancestor like kind of taking over her body, but I guess there's a way to connect her to the stones and just like add us something more. I guess the most important thing to talk about is Lois Lane, because Lois came. I kind of always forget, like in season 4, she's like not in every single episode. Like she's like only in like maybe, I don't know, like 8 episodes, 10 episodes. But it's really great, like when she comes, and you know, it's so amazing how these writers, like, how did they know they were gonna have 10 seasons? Because right away, like, her and Clark are like, they're like, I guess like a frenemies, feel like they kind of like bigger, they kind of like hate each other, but like they're also there for each other and like take care of each other. So it's just really great how like they have like a frenemies, I guess, relationship. And you know, she was a great addition to the show, so she was someone who was also added. I really feel like, you know, when I think about it, like season 3, like a lot of the episodes just kind of like, you know, you can't really remember it, but like season 4, I feel like every episode's like really exciting and really interesting. And one of the episodes that I like always remembered was that episode where Lionel's in prison and then him and Clark switch bodies, and that was kind of in the beginning of season 4. And I just feel like their acting, forgetting the actor of Lionel, is it named like John or something? But anyway, like they're really good at, they were really good at just like like being those characters, I guess. And that whole like fight scene at the end is like very intense and crazy, and so that I really always liked that episode. And I think I really like how it kind of like changed Lionel in a way, like he's like a different person, and when he gets out he's like a different person. I mean, he's still him, but he's just like different. And then it's kind of a way where he like is protecting Clark's secret, and then you see that in like the penultimate episode where he like shoots Jason because he wants to protect, like, I guess, Clark's secret. I don't know. So yeah, that was really great. So obviously Chloe is not dead, which is like crazy because they really make it look like she did. And I guess that's the way that they bring Lois in to find Chloe. But I think I want to talk a little bit about like Alicia, because Alicia comes back, and you know, she and Clark just have this like really great connection, because he just feels like he can be himself around her. And even despite like what happened in their like wedding episode, like it's really great to see that like then the next episode they just like have this connection where he just like doesn't want to let her go. And it's really sad when she does die, but you know, it was a way that like then she told Chloe about Clark, or showed Chloe. And so then like the rest of the season, like Chloe is like no Clark's secret, and she keeps like making comments like "you're always here" or whatever else. And I feel like they just wanted to like have like another friend like know Clark's secret, to help. But like then she doesn't like say anything until next season, but we're not gonna get to that. But like it's another great, but there is that episode where Clark has amnesia, so it's really good that like Chloe is there for him and everything. I do want to bring up this one point about Lana and Clark, because everyone's like, especially with Jason, especially with the introduction of Jason or whatever, like everyone's like, you know, like that's their ex or like whatever else. And like their relationship for the past few seasons has been complicated, but like if they were like official at the end of season 2, which I don't know if it was like really confirmed, like that was like 2 episodes, like they were not together for long. So like I feel like they make it so dramatic, like the past of Clark and Lana. Like I want to bring up about season 4 is that it's not just about the Stones. You know, they have Clark joining the football team, and like Jason's like the assistant coach of football, which is like okay. And I think they just like I think that was a way to bring those characters in more. And then I think that was also another way in at the beginning of season 4 is they had like more episodes revolving around football, and that kind of aspect that they didn't really get to have in the first few seasons, and more was able to have like a few more fun episodes. And so that's why like the season 4 was just so many episodes, and like there was so much in every episode, and every episode were so exciting because not just stones. Like I almost forgot that they had this whole like at the beginning it was like a lot about football and everything, so a lot of episodes. I have to talk about, I guess, Lana and Lex, because you start seeing the season where Lex is the one who got Jason fired, and he's saying like, I don't think it's right that you're like dating an assistant coach. Well, like, and truthfully, like he just wants her, and I think he like starts realizing his feelings. And I guess when like that bad version of himself or whatever that episode was, like actually made him move on Lana, and so it definitely is shown more. And then he gets like more like protective and handsy towards the end of the season, and then in the finale he's like, yo, you mean more to me than you ever know. So yeah, I guess we can talk about the finale, because I feel like that's all I could have. I don't know if there's anything I'm missing, maybe, probably. But yeah, with the finale, it's a really crazy finale. Like, I mean, it starts right away with like Lana killing Jason's mom, and then it goes, and then it's just like, it just keeps moving along, and then it's like the meteor shower is coming, and then like just craziness all at once. And then there's all this stuff about the stones, and it's crazy because like Jarrell's like, you need to find the stones, and he has to find tombstones, and he just kind of gets lucky where like Lana gives him a stone, and then because Lana gave him a stone, he can then like sense where the other stone is. So it's just like he kind of gets like lucky in the end. But like I was looking because I was watching it, and like that episode was over 50 minutes, which is like longer than they're supposed to run, and I think there was just so much to get through. And it kind of leaves like the episode where it's like kind of everyone's dying, and then like it's crazy that like Lana survived like that crash. Like you do see it at the end. I'm trying to think, because I did watch the first 2 episodes of season 5, so I don't want to like say anything that is messed up. I guess at the end of season 4, another thing in the finale is that Lex like starts to become like really villainous and like really pushy, and like even admits that he's the villain. So I feel like that was kind of like at the end of season 3 where they really like wanted to like leave the season where like him and Clark are like no longer friends. And so I think like that just came out of nowhere like at the end of season 3, and I feel like it's a little bit coming out of nowhere at the end of season 4. Like they just want to push it so much where it's like the ending of the season where he's like, I'm the villain. So it's a little bit extra. But he does get like even more like thinking something's up with Clark, and he now is gonna get more like he knows Chloe knows something, so that takes a toll in season 5. Obviously, if you're still watching, this is longer than my other recap and reviews because there was just so much in this season, in season 4, and I'm probably forgetting something, but I think they really just like saw that in season 3 there wasn't enough, and like really added a lot in season 4, and I think they were so really smart in doing that. And then season 5 and season 6 gets really crazy, so excited to watch those and talk about those. But comment below your thoughts and feelings about season 4, and I'll respond to all your comments. But yeah, very crazy season, a lot happened, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and bye.